The Detroit Lions win a game, in my opinion, they had no business winning. I mean, this team is literally capable of beating anyone. Real talk. Jared Goff had the worst game of his career, throws 5 interceptions. And with that, the Detroit Lions, with the win over the Houston Texans, they become the first team since 1950 to throw 5 interceptions, trail by 15 or more points, and win the game. Game boss. Aaron Glenn in the defense. Got to give it to all of them. The whole defense played as best they could. Offense was putting them in sticky situations all night. I mean, you can, Brian Branch, Aaron Glenn, Jack Campbell played well. The entire defense, I give them entire defense a ball. All right, offense. I got to give it to Penei Sewell. Got to give it to the makeshift offense. I mean, this game was ugly. I will tell you this. We beat a good team with a good defensive line, and we beat them. We literally can beat any team in the National Football League. It's a wrap. It is a wrap, bro. I don't care who you are. Baltimore, I don't care. We can beat you. With that being said, never turn my back. I didn't say we lost the game, but if we would have lost, it was things that I would have looked at, right? Can't turn the ball over 5 times. That's not a thing you do. If a team overcomes 5 turnovers and they win a game, this is a team that can win it all. All right, let's do this real quick before Dan Campbell gets in front of the podium. Look at the game stats right now. First downs, 19-16, 19 for the Detroit Lions. First downs from passing, 11-12. First downs from rushing, they only had 3. Lions had 7. First down from penalties, 1 apiece. 12, third down efficiency, 7 out of 12. 6 for 15 for the Houston Texans. Neither team went for it on 4th down. Total plays, 62-65. Total yards. The Houston Texans are the team that didn't have that many yards. They didn't need them when you turn the ball over 5 times. Total yards for the Detroit Lions, 375. Total drives, 14-13. This is a season high. Usually that's like 10 or 11. Last week it was 8 and 9. That's 5 more. Yards per play, 5.6 to 3.8 from them. I mean, we were the better team today. We just played. We didn't play like it at the beginning. Passing yards, 240 for us, and 192 for them. Passing yard completions, 15 for 30 for Jared Goff, 19 for 33 for C.J. Stroud. Yards per pass, 8 for the Detroit Lions. Got to give a ball on offense to Jamison Williams as well, man. Caught every pass he caught was tough. It was tough, man. 5.2 for them. Interceptions thrown, 5 for the Detroit Lions. And, wow, and 2 for the Houston Texans. I can't believe Jared Goff was not sacked. He was not. He was under pressure all night long, but he wasn't sacked. We got to C.J. Stroud 4 times. That's insane. Didn't even seem like it. Outrushed them by half, by twice as much. 105-56. Rushing attempts, 32-28. Yards per rush, 3.3 to 2. We held them to 2 yards per carry. Red zone, we went 66%. They went 50. Penalties, 4 for us, 4 for them. And turnovers was ridiculous, man. 7. This was a nasty, ugly game. Possession, 27-32. Got to give game ball, offense, Jake Bates. Got to give it to him, bro. I mean, for real. This guy, he was scaring us. And let me remind you, I always will. I was the first person on the internet to talk about Jake Bates. His very first game, I was the first person. And I made a video every single week, bruh. This guy has missed 1 extra point in his time as a Detroit Lion. Lions are 8-1 for the first time since 1953. That's 71 years. That's before my mother was born. That's before some of you were born. We're talking about grandparents' territory for some of us, right? This team showed today that they can beat any team in the National Football League. They played nasty. There's a lot of good on defense. A lot of good, man. A lot of stuff they need to clean up as well. But the only thing I can really nitpick, and it was great. You know what? Unsung hero, man, to Zadarius Smith. Being on the sideline, coaching them boys up. He was always encouraging to the defensive line, man. That's one of the reasons we brought him here. This game was ugly. It was nasty. We had no business winning. That's my opinion, but we won. And we can beat anybody. This team is the real deal. I kept thinking about the narrative, win versus loss. right? I could only imagine the Rich Eisen show, ESPN, everybody talking about how miserable Jared Goff is. And I gotta tell you something, bro. Stop it. You either this your quarterback, bro. He had a nasty game. Some of it was on him. Some of it was on it. Not the offensive line was trash today. Everybody but Penei Sewell, right? And Penei Sewell was getting worked occasionally, but he was like the bright light on that offensive line. We cannot keep doing this. Every quarterback is going to have a bad game. It happens when you're under pressure. Jared Goff didn't get sacked, but he was under pressure all night long, right? Half of them interceptions. I don't know how many were his fault. If you go back and watch the tape, man, I don't know how many it was his fault, right? It doesn't matter, though. We won the game. We won the game, and your Detroit Lions moved to 8-1 for the first time since 1953. We remain in first place in the NFC. We remain behind the Kansas City Chiefs. We remain in first place in the division. The Detroit Lions are the real deal. They're going all the way. Zadarius Smith will be playing next week. They're going all the way. I'm calling it right now. No team can beat us. Baltimore, Lamar, it doesn't matter. Now, the MVP, Jared Goff was never going to win MVP. And today, he's out of it. He's out of it. But who cares? He wasn't going to win anyway. This team, wow, is going to take on the identity of this city. And they did that today. Kneecaps, this was the embodiment of kneecaps, bro. Like this team, they do it over and over and over. It's tough to count them out. It's tough to count them out. Now, imagine a hutch with Zadarius, bro. I'm telling you, Zadarius Smith in the game next week. It was good to see him. How's that for your first game, Z? How's that for your first game as a Detroit Lion? Talk about a nail biter. That's crazy. Anyway, this channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Your Detroit Lions are 8-1 for the first time in over 7 decades. Sleep on that. Or in my case, don't sleep at all.